lot of really compelling reasons to stream this on your favorite platform, whatever it may be. Abandoned Dead is a really unique take on some really fun scares. So if you like thriller, if you like anticipation, if you like being thoughtful around a film, this is really something that is going to be fun for you to sink your teeth in. There are some really good jump scares too. So if you're into that, it'll definitely hit that for you. And I just think, really getting a sense of all the different kinds of horror films out there. Indie horror can be so incredibly innovative and creative and compelling. So if you have any horror streaming platforms whatsoever, I highly recommend you check out Abandoned Dead and see what all the fuss is about.
Hi, I'm Sarah Nicklin, and I play Rachel Burke in the film The Abandoned Dead. What I liked most about playing this character is that it's all about me! No, I'm kidding. But I am in this film a lot. You're gonna see a whole lot of me, probably more of me than you really want to see. But what I honestly really liked about playing this character is her arc. She starts off as a weak, troubled individual, and throughout the course of the film fights a lot of both internal and external demons, and has a self-actualization, realization moment where she has worked through her trauma and come out the other side as a strong, put-together woman. One of my fondest memories of working on this film was getting to work with Judith O'Dea. I mean, anytime you get to work with someone who was in a film that changed the genre, that's really just an honor and a privilege.
It's enough for now. We'll try again in a few days. I'll check in on you later. You get some rest.
Dr. Myers. Thank you. What I thought was really interesting about seeing the final version of the film was that there was an entirely new subplot that wasn't in the original script. And that's part of the movie making process. Films evolve and change once they get into post-production. And I had never been part of a film before that had changed this much, where there was an entire second storyline. So that was really unique and interesting to see when the film came out. I think there's a lot of interesting things that happen in the film that horror fans are either gonna like or they're gonna hate, because horror fans are, very passionate in either direction. But that's good. That means the film is doing its job because it's eliciting a reaction out of you. I don't want to give too much away, but there's lots of twists and turns, there's some scares, there's some ghoulish, gory makeup, and you will never see the end coming.
Hi there, I'm Judith O'Dea. I play psychiatrist Dr. Pamela Myers in Mark Curran's film Abandoned Dead.
It's enough for now. We'll try again in a few days. I'll check in on you later. You get some rest.
Dr. Myers. Thank you.
Just a while ago, Mark got in touch and asked me, did I remember anything from our shoot that I might like to share with all of you? Well, that brought up a memory to me. First of all, before I share that, let me tell you that in independent film, you don't always have a lot of time together. You don't have a lot of money. So you have to make do with what you have in the amount of time you have and make it the best you can. It's amazing how quickly we all bond in a situation like that. Well, there we were. One of the scenes that I had to do was I had to wear a pair of contact lenses, one of those horror contact lenses. These were bright red with veins going through it. It was really ugly, but I could hardly wait. So he sent these to me before I flew in for the shoot so that I could practice, get used to them. I put them in and I'd take them out, put them in and take them out. Well, one day I thought, I want to see how effective these really are. What I did was go downstairs, knock on the door of our next door neighbors. They were both home. When they answered the door, I said to them, "Oh, you've got to help me. I cannot see. I'm blind. Oh my God, I don't know what to do." I lowered my eyes, or my hands, and there were these bright, bloody red contact lenses. Well, both of the neighbors went, "Yeah! We have to take you to the hospital, for God's sake." Well, and immediately I couldn't hold in the laughter any longer. So I said, "Kidding." That's one of the fun things that I remember even before we got on set. Mark also asked me what reason I might give you horror fans to watch Abandoned Dead. I thought, only took me a second or two, went right back to my love of independent film. And what a good reason that is for you to watch this film. Independent film over the decades has given us some of the most magnificent pieces of art that we have today. For example, there's Donnie Darko, The Terminator, done by James Cameron. He was just hanging on by a thread, a nobody wanting to be successful in the business, and look where that led. There's Lost in Translation, Easy Rider, Night of the Living Dead, for which I am so grateful I cannot tell you. Independent film is such a glorious medium for young filmmakers to learn their craft. They don't have to spend nearly as much money as the studios require. It's much easier today because we have digital film, digital editing. But there are gems out there just waiting for you to embrace. That's my reason. Independent film, support it. Go see Abandoned Dead. We can hardly wait to scare the pants off you.
The fondest memory I have on set really is just the amount of time we got to spend together. It was a fabulous crew, amazing cast, but it was quite small, so we really got to take over the whole location and be together and get to know each other. And that was really awesome for me to not only feel more comfortable and drop into the character on set, but also get to know these really amazing, talented people. So to follow up and see, what people are up to, or running into some people at a film festival for other films, and having those relationships and friendships, and getting to watch, other things that they've created after Abandoned Dead is really, really special. So I really think just the relationships and the bonding that happened on set was really, really special. The thing that I like the most about playing Anna Logan in the film is there is this balance that she strikes between the exposition, setting the stage, and meeting the audience where they are at the beginning of the film. So she's fairly nonchalant, she's fairly relatable, the world is fairly normal for her, but she's starting to set the stage and create some of the foreshadowing for the scares and the things that will happen later on in the film. So I really enjoyed having that balance and writing that line between this character isn't really seeing some of those things that are going to happen, and still tonally and with the other actress setting the stage for what's to come. What I liked most about playing Anna was the foundation that she lays in the beginning. So there's this balance between setting up the stage for the scares, foreshadowing, but also keeping it very relatable and real. No one else is really seeing this threat right now, and really easing the audience into the scary story. So I really enjoy having that fine line balance between the character being pretty nonchalant and really establishing some of the scares for the future in the film. I think one of the most interesting things about the finished movie of Abandoned Dead is really how intimate it is with the characters, how close you are in their experience, and truly the scares and all the tension that is built is really beautifully crafted to be so close, so intimate. You're right there with them in that tension. So I think that's something that's really unique, and it follows this really interesting female lead, which I'm a big proponent and fan of. So to see really going through this journey with her and really seeing her inner strength, and trying to control the chaos is definitely something I find really unique about this film.